Let us chant Omkara together. Let us chant Omkara in the format of Akara, Ukara, Makara, A, U, and Makara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My pranams to all. Slowly open your eyes. So, what should we discuss today? Any questions? Any topic for discussion?
Guruji, okay, I'll ask a question. So, what do you mean when you say, this moment is abundant? I don't understand that.
This moment is abundant.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere. I don't really understand it.
Okay. What is your understanding of that?
No, okay, I can only imagine, but I think maybe no, actually, I don't have any understanding. Like,
Why
there's
do you
no
want to know?
logical understanding. Huh?
Why do you want to know?
Because I think understanding it will, like make me happier, make me a happier person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody has the same question? Everybody has heard this? This moment is abundant? No? Okay, what is your understanding of abundance?
It means no limits, no limitations.
No limitations. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? पनाजी सुना है आपने abundance? Prithvi, what is abundance?
By abundance, it means the inherent nature, that is, you are limitless, you have everything that you need to make full use of your potential at every moment of your life.
Okay.
Happiness.
Okay. Right.
Being at a, flowing with your true self. So to me, that is abundance.
Very nice.
Guruji, this moment is all there is. Past is just memory, future is imagination. Time itself is illusion.
Yeah.
So when they say this moment is abundant, it means there is no time, it's just everything.
Okay. So that means all of you have abundance right now. Yes, no? Because if you have abundance, then why ask? There's no point in discussing. So you enjoy the abundance. Gautam, you're not abundant?
I mean,
What is lacking?
maybe I'm not.
What is missing that you don't have abundance?
Mm.
In $1 billion.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I cannot like maintain this mental state of peace and clarity and happiness. Maybe that is missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sumanji?
Guruji, I think it is abundant. It is just that we don't have the right tools to see it, but it is abundant and complete. It is always abundant.
Always abundant. Okay. But how do you feel?
Yeah, with this jnana, I know that there are limitations, so that's okay. I don't have to question the abundance. It's my problem that no, my sense organs are not complete to see everything, but I know deep inside it is complete. It is perfect. It is full.
Okay.
So just happy.
Okay. Very nice. So there is a story. There's one beggar. The beggar, he's throughout his life he's distraught, suffering, always just waiting for somebody to become kind, somebody to shower kindness on him, but struggling, suffering, complaining, cursing, looking at all the people every day, that what all, and the reflecting back that how everything, every time he wakes up in the morning, then he sees the world, every interaction that he has, every single interaction, if he interacts with human beings, it is worse. Okay. Or every human being is better than him. From a child to a middle-aged person to a teenager to a adult, everybody is better than him. Okay. Then worse than that is animals. There are dogs, street dogs. The street dog is also better than him, that because the street dog doesn't have to beg. Okay. Street dog is taken care, it has food. It feels like he's the only one in this whole system who is suffering and struggling and complaining. Then he's always thinking, why me? And such a pathetic life. Then he dies, okay, out of sickness and age. He dies, poor conditions. When he dies, he is so irrelevant that the government officers, they come. There is now the body will start stinking. Somebody has to handle that situation. They don't want to spend any resources on him, so they dig where he's sitting, and they try to bury him there. When they dig, they find a treasure. So there's a treasure just underneath him. Wherever he spent his entire life, underneath there is a treasure. So his whole life he spent abundant. Okay. His whole life, his abundance is just one step away. But his focus is somewhere else. His focus is on the lack. You understand? His focus is what I don't have. And what I have, what I can have, what I can grow is not the focus. So the story is to teach that deep inside all of us, is the source, the core of our being. What is the core of my being? The core of my being is not fear. Please understand, the core of living being is usually fear, the ultimate core. But that core, which is fear, is false. The core is abundance. Abundance is no deep craving, desire, or begging. That is abundance. Abundance means not to have everything. Abundance means you have no need to want anything. You understand the difference? So your stomach, you're hungry, your stomach is full. Okay, then you're full. That fullness is abundance. Then there is no more craving. But that fullness, it doesn't, you don't feel full. You always feel something is missing, something is missing, something is missing. That something is missing becomes the seed for many, many lifetimes. So the abundance is called Lakshmi in Puranas. That Lakshmi is, it is the divinity, inherent divinity in you, which recognizing which you realize that at whatever point in life I am, there is a perfection and abundance. So, is this part clear? So far is it clear? Now I'll give you a Vedantic answer. The Vedantic answer is, you've all heard of the snake and the rope. There is a rope in the forest. Somebody is traveling. There's darkness. There is a rope. Then they don't know it's a rope. Then they think it is a snake. Then when they think it is a snake, there is shock, there is suffering, there is anxiety, there is fear. Okay. Then somebody brings a light. Then they realize it is not a snake, it's a rope. This simple example is always used in Vedanta. So it is to differentiate between what is real and what is perceived. There is some reality which you don't know of because of the darkness. But there is a perception on that reality. Everybody following? Okay. Now that perception creates fear. Why fear is created? Because of the perception. So what if it's a snake? Why there is fear?
I think the snake can harm me. Like the perception can harm.
So the snake can harm me. So that means snake can harm me. So snake is one problem. Then I am harmable is another problem. So I don't know two things here. I don't know object and I don't know myself. There is a wrong understanding of the rope and there's a wrong understanding of myself. Let's say there is a snake. So Shiva doesn't have that problem. So in Shiva's neck there is a snake. Okay? He wears a snake. Okay? Now somebody seeing the snake or presuming it's a snake. The problem is what they think about themselves is a problem more than the snake. Snake is also one level of problem. The more than the snake being the problem is your self-identity is a problem. You understanding this? So there is a rope. You misunderstood it as a snake. But you are a snake charmer. Will you get scared? Your job is to play with snakes. Will you get scared? No. So what you are is more important than what is out there. So in the world, there are so many images. That image is not the problem. Please understand. What you see, rope or snake, doesn't matter. is not the problem. What you think you are is the problem. The example of snake and rope given in the Vedanta, it tells there is a, of course, this is a new understanding of snake and rope, okay, which even I haven't heard. I'm hearing it from my mouth right now. So the snake, the rope is a perception. I see something. On that perception, there is a superimposition of what? Snake. Where did the snake come from?
Very perception.
Yeah, perception.
Snake, no, snake didn't come from perception. Perception is rope. No?
Wrong perception.
So it's some broken image. Because of darkness, you're not able to see. And you jump to a conclusion. And that conclusion you have to jump to, you have to, where is the conclusion coming from?
Experience.
Mind.
It's some memory.
Yeah.
You pulled out an image from the memory and superimposed it on the unknown out there. Okay, so what is the snake? It is an image. Is that part clear? Tejas, listening? Clear? What is the snake?
Yes, Guruji.
You don't have to take notes. This is recorded anyway.
Yeah, I was just noting down one small point.
Okay, you understood? The snake
Yes.
is an image. It's a picture. Panaji, समझ में आ रहा है? So now I'll relate the snake to something else in the world. What creates fear in you? So in this example, Vedanta is pointing. It's not pointing to a snake. It's pointing to something that creates fear in you. What creates fear in you? Mother-in-law, father-in-law, boss, then what else? Husband, wife, future. What creates fear in you?
Yeah, future sometimes.
Future creates fear in you, right?
Yeah.
What? So any other examples? What creates fear in you? So some
Failure.
failure creates fear in you. Some incident, imaginary incident. Okay. Anything else? What creates? So people don't create fear in you. You're not afraid of anybody.
Trump.
Huh?
Trump.
Trump creates Trump creates fear in you. Okay. Anybody else? Prithvi, nobody creates fear in you. Nothing creates fear in you.
Yes, I think the suffering
That's
is
because
also.
you're so blessed. No, you don't have mother-in-law. So if you had mother-in-law, answer would be very clear. Panaji, what creates fear in you?
Failure.
Failure. Then for some people, old age creates fear. Disease creates fear. Then something happening to my family, loved ones, future. So all of these are images. Okay? All of these are images. You understand? Fear is an image. Sorry, fear of future is an image. Future is an image. Failure is an image. It's not real. Okay? Then you say, no, what about my mother-in-law? She's real. She creates fear. She's not imaginary. Now the mother-in-law, I'm just taking example, okay? No offense to anybody's mother-in-law. Some mother-in-laws are very good. Just an example. Don't take offense. Are you okay with the example, everybody? So there's some mother-in-law, there's some boss, there is some husband, there's some wife. There's some person, let's say, who creates agitation and fear. Fear, when I say fear, I'm including mental disturbances. Fear, anxiety, agitation, suffering, anger, all that. Emotional disturbances. So everything that creates emotional disturbances, for you, it is outside. It's some person, some place, something. Correct? This person creates emotional disturbance in me. This thing creates emotional disturbance in me. Future creates emotional disturbance in me. Correct? Everybody in sync so far? So this person is the cause. Okay, so I'm taking the example of a person now because person is easier to relate to. Because the moment you think of some this special character, immediately you start feeling emotional disturbance. Are you all blessed with such a person in your life? Everybody's blessed, right? I hope so. If you don't have such a person, your life is cursed. I hope all of you have a person in your life, somebody who just by thinking about them boils your blood. Is it there, everybody? Tejas, you have?
Kind of.
Kind of. Gautam, Prasadji, you have? All of you have? Kavin, you have?
I wouldn't say boils my blood, but some kind of a disturbance.
Some disturbance they create in your life. Pannaji, you have
Yeah.
such a person in your life?
नहीं गुरुजी
नहीं, इतना blessing आपने मांगा नहीं. मांगो ना थोड़ा blessing. Some boss
at times कभी कभार like situation में होता है
situation में.
but generally no.
Kavin, you have anybody like that?
I am married to the chief and not ask the questions.
Okay.
Guruji Shanti is showing himself.
So there is
He's pointing himself.
so this you will get Atmagnana in this session itself if you have such a person in your life, because you will understand clearly the Gnana will go through your head. Okay, if you don't have, then you have to wait. Okay, Ravi, you have? Okay, there is some person who creates disturbance in me. That is equivalent to the snake here. Correct? Because it's poison. Snake is venomous. Okay, you think, oh, the snake is poisonous, it's going to do something to me, right? And you don't like it, you don't want it. Now let's see what's happening in the situation. I told you, first thing is, the perception is false. Your understanding of the perception is false. Perception is image. There is an image of snake. Okay, you saw the snake, you saw the person. That is an image. Clear so far? Now that is an image, but it is not an independent image. That is actually a dependent image on the inner image of the snake that you have. So I have a very close relative of mine who is so afraid of snakes that this person cannot even, if some snake is appearing on TV, this person will close their eyes. Okay? If they're holding the phone and they're just scrolling, suddenly a snake appears, they drop the phone. So afraid of the phone, the snake. There's no snake. You understand? Where is the snake now?
In the head.
In the mind.
Yeah.
So now which is the real snake? Which image is closer
the one
to you?
in the mind.
Which image is closer?
The
There are
one
two
in the mind.
images, two snakes. One snake outside, one person outside, one future outside, one incident outside, one tormentor outside. Okay, who is the object? But that's only a person outside, right? The person comes and goes. But what brings you suffering is the thought of that person. In fact, if you've observed, let's say you hate some person, hate some relative, then when you're with yourself in your own mind, you suffer more. When that person actually comes in front of you, you're calmer. You deal with them in a transactional way. Have you observed that? Yes or no?
Yes,
Right.
Guruji.
Person, it could be situation also. Maybe some situation that you fear. In your head, you fear it so much. When it actually happens, you actually handle it very well. Have you observed that? So there's a fear of accident. When something actually happens, you handle that in the present moment very well. Only in the fear, it is exaggerated. So which is a more troublesome image? The object outside or the image of the object inside?
Image.
The image inside.
Image of the object inside is more troublesome than the object outside. Is that part clear? So the boss outside, mother-in-law outside, tormentor outside, situation, future outside, failure outside, is still you're able to handle. But the same image, and which is primary out of the two? So in Vedanta, the person
What do you
sees.
mean primary?
So in the Vedanta, the example of Vedanta, you see the snake. The snake is there. More than that being a snake, my fear that it will bite me, then there's no hospital, then what if the venom, I have to cut my leg. If they cut my leg, oh, I'm such a tall person. If they cut my leg, what will I become short? So all those thought patterns, they rise in you. Okay? So out of the two perceptions, which is primary? Which is more closer to you?
The fear, the mental image.
The mental image. Okay? That mental image can be triggered by the snake or can be triggered by something else. Trump can trigger some emotional disturbance. If Trump is removed, somebody else will trigger it. Do you understand? As long as the mother-in-law is alive, she will trigger it. After her time, that seed is there, no, in you. You understand? That seed is in you. You think that person is the problem. No. That person is a trigger. Do you understand?
Guruji,
So
if we
Kavin,
intellectually,
I'll just tell that example. So Kavin is a doctor, right? Somebody goes to Dr. Kavin. They tell Dr. Kavin, I have a problem. What is your problem? I have a very big problem. My whole family is troubled by the problem. Okay, tell me the problem. No, you don't understand. It's a very, very big problem. I am also trying to get out of it. Arey, Baba, tell me the problem. What is the problem? My problem is alcohol. Okay, I keep drinking. I can't stop drinking. If I stop, the moment I'm sober, I have to drink again. Okay, I can't be sober. I keep on drinking. So then Dr. Kavin says, my dear, your problem is not alcohol. Alcohol is how you're trying to solve the problem. Okay, that is one way of handling the problem. The real problem is your mental disturbance. You can't handle that, so you need to dull your mind. You understand? So whatever you think the problem is in the outside is an image. But that is triggering something in you. That is a real problem. So where is the real problem?
Inside me.
Inside you. So that is why it is a better situation. You can handle it. It is in your control. If it is outside you, you have no control. If it is inside you, you can handle it. Okay? Now, even that is not a problem. The image of the snake is not the problem. Along with the image of the snake, you have an image of yourself. Okay? So I see the snake, immediately, oh, what will happen to me? The fear comes because something will happen to me. That something will happen to me is an image of me that I have. Okay, so you think of your head as two parts, like this part and this part, left and right part. In one part, so when the person sees that rope, in one part there is an image of the snake appears. In the second part, there is an image of themselves appear. Me appears. You understand? Everybody understood what I'm saying? This is the key part. Did you all follow? Two images appear in any perception. Image of the other and image of myself. What I think of myself as. Okay? So when I see the mother-in-law image is there. Daughter-in-law identity is there. Okay? So out of these two, which is primary?
Identity that we take.
So out of the outside and the inside snake, you understood which is primary? Clear? Outside mother-in-law and inside mother-in-law, which is primary mother-in-law? Inside mother-in-law. Okay? Outside Trump and inside Trump? Ravi? Which Trump is more?
inside Trump.
Inside Trump. Outside Trump still has certain restrictions and limitation. Inside Trump is all powerful. Okay? He moves faster than outside Trump. पन्ना जी समझ में आ गया? Okay. Now, between that is first layer gone. Elimination is done. Now there are two images, me and the image of uh, the the cause of fear, snake, mother-in-law, boss, future, whatever. Out of these two images, which is primary?
The
The one-
image we have of ourselves.
The image you have of yourself is the core problem of life. The only problem in life is the false image you have of yourself. This is called avidya. This is called agnana. So when the person sees the rope as a snake, neither the rope, neither the snake is the trouble. The false perception they have the false image that they have of themselves, which they go on believing, which something will happen to that image, and you're protecting that image. Okay? That is a problem. So all of you understand image protection? Yes, Kavin?
Guruji, while in Uttarakhand, there was a mule coming running towards me. So
There was
suddenly a
what?
deep-rooted fear, a mule, as in
Ah,
a horse.
Okay.
So it came running towards me. Immediately, out of fear, I was like shocked and tried to protect myself. I knew that that mule won't hit me. It was just coming towards me. But there's a deep-rooted fear there. Though that jnana is there, that I'm not this body and the mind. There's a deep-rooted sense of identity that needs to protect the body.
Correct.
So, though the jnana is there, why is it happening?
No. So you have to understand. I'll take this up later longer. Short answer I'll give you. Fear is a protective mechanism. There are two types of fears. One is natural, required to sustain the body. Okay, let's say even a gnani is walking. Suddenly something appears. There is a jerk. So there is a it's a self preservation process that is designed by nature. Otherwise, like pain, let's say the gnani is walking, something cuts his leg. Now if there's no feeling of pain, then the body will die, he'll bleed to death. So pain is essential for self preservation. Similarly, there is a deep programmed self-preservation mechanism which you experience as fear, which is just a reaction of the body. Calling it fear is not the right thing here, but for the lack of any other word, we'll say it is an inherent, deep, natural order, without which your body will not survive. You understand? You have to duck. The body has to react. Let the body do that. What I'm talking about here is unnatural phobia. Okay, so what this person has, who can't even see a snake on the phone, that's not fear, that is phobia. Have you ever heard of phobia? Hydrophobia, arachnophobia, mother-in-law phobia, so job phobia. So phobia it has become psychological now. Yes, Prithvi?
But sometimes it's not just fear. I think there can be cases of aversion, or you're just repulsed by seeing something, or there is also a chance that you feel anxious about not being prepared for a certain experience. So I think there are many reasons.
Yeah, so there is
For
something
such
very
fear.
sahaja, which is natural order. And then, see, how do you know what is what? Very simple. When there is a reaction, momentary reaction, or the right action taken by the body in any situation, some brick is falling or something is happening, you don't think too much about it later. If you didn't do it, you will think, "Ayo, why didn't I move? Why was I being stubborn and standing there like I am the hero?" Okay, right? When you do something which is not the right thing to do, then you regret. But when you did whatever is natural, it's accepted. It's a natural order. You don't think too much about it. Do you understand? Like you touch the fire. I mean, immediately your hand, you touch something hot. You don't know it's hot. Immediately your hand pulls back. You don't feel guilty about it because you know it's sahaja. Do you understand? Now I'm talking about something which is not sahaja, which is abnormal. Abnormal is your construction, your imagination. And in that your imagination, more than the imagination part, the root causes the false identity that you have. Is it clear so far? Let's say you're having a fight with somebody.
I had a doubt.
Yes, Tejas.
Even in this example, then in that case, it's justified that he was scared because he is just trying to protect himself, right? In the chance that it is an actual snake, he is trying to like save himself. And this is there in every case, like fear of failure, fear of future. We are just trying to save ourselves, and then a part of it is justified, like you said, right?
Absolutely. The part, whatever is sahaja, is justified because that is what makes you move, and fear is required. Otherwise, you'll not move only, right? You have to have, and that's why you plan, that's why you take care of your future, you take actions. But you tell me, how much of that remains natural?
Yeah.
How much of that remains sahaja?
Yeah, I guess that's where like the anxiety comes in. Like we worry too much, more than we should.
So that becomes abnormal.
Yeah.
That becomes a suffering. So the pain is okay. The suffering is the problem. Pain is natural. The fear, up to a certain extent, self-preservatory, is natural. But what we are talking about here is unnatural. So the question started with abundance. So I'm going towards that. But for that you have to understand the false image. Because if I just answer that without removing the false image will remain and you will never know abundance. Because the one who's asking the question is for the false image. The real has no question. You understand? So there is a false image of you. What is that false image?
That I'm this body, mind, intellect.
I am Gautam.
Yeah.
That Gautam is an image. Do you understand? Gautam is not real. Prithvi is not real. Prasadji is not real. Kavin is not real. It's an image. The image has a transactional value, but it is not real. You understand? And that image has a shadow, and that shadow is called fear. So shadow is not the problem. The object that's creating the shadow is the problem. Fear of the future is a shadow. Why is that fear coming? Because of false identity. False image of yourself. Now we'll go to the next step. There are a few more steps. So far is it clear? Okay. Now next step is, what is this false identity made up of? To become free from it, you have to open it up. So the entire process of spirituality is to recognize the false image and destroy the false image or drop the false image. The false image operates in you as vritti or thought. Okay? There are two types of thoughts, two types of vrittis. Pravritti and nivritti. Okay? Pravritti and nivritti. Pravritti means, pravritti you can think it of so all engineers will understand this. Data structure. You understand data structure? So, Pratik, you understand data structure? Pravritti is a data structure. For Kavin, it's a DNA structure. Okay? It is for Panaji, it's an organization structure. You understand? It is a structure which is built with many data points. And it's a chain of thoughts. It's not individual, never individual. For example, somebody thinks of the mother-in-law. It is one thought. Is it one thought or a data structure?
Data structure.
Huh? It is a data structure.
It's a data. Yeah.
Oh, my life was better without my mother-in-law before I met him. I got married. From the first day she's doing this. That day when this happened, nobody in my entire life has spoken to me like this. In my house, they were treating me like a princess. She's treating me like a maid. Okay? So many voices. So how do you know what data structure operates in you? It is the voices in your head in reference to that secondary image. Do you understand? So the secondary image is actually is giving you a great insight into what data structure you have. The image of the future, the fear of the future, is actually telling you what data structure you have that you're identifying with. Do you understand? Prasadji, following? So whatever triggers you is showing you what data structure is operating inside you. And the data, it's always a structure. It's not an isolated thought. It is always a chain, thought chain. And the thought chain is called pravritti. Okay? Now the thought chain has to be destroyed. And the destruction happens because of nivritti. Okay? Nivritti is vidyavritti, which comes from the guru. The guru gives a vidyavritti. Because thought has to remove the thought. So the teaching of the guru, gnana, becomes a vidya vritti. It's also a vritti only, ultimately. Okay? But that vidya vritti removes the pravritti. What it does is, it stops this pravritti multiplying, creating more layers and layers and layers. For example, in a 1 decade, that initial 1-2 decades, there's a thought structure that is formed. Because of your childhood, because of your parenting, school, and teenage, and your job. Okay? One data structure formed. Then you get married, or you don't get married, or whatever happens. Then there's another data structure formed with the experiences of life. Okay? Now this data structure becomes your entire life. Please understand, no matter what you go through in life, what you feel inside will be the same only, because of the data structure. You understand? And you think, and you always give importance to your feeling. Or I'm not feeling good. I was feeling good back then, now I'm not feeling good. Ye bolte aap? Do you say that? I was happy then, now I'm not happy. When will I be happy again? And you have complaints. Oh, this should have happened. I should have done like this. I should not have done like this. I should have taken that job. I should not have married this person. Or I should have married that person. I should have done this. All that is part of that data structure. It's a chain. And the chain you call as you. And another data point in the data structure is, you keep saying, my life. My life. You say that? My life. This is my life. Something is happening in my life. That's also part of the data structure. It's not your life. Okay, so an image is built with false pixels, false data points. That you take it as to be real. And this you're able to catch extremely well when you're wounded. So the saying is, suffering is extremely essential, because when suffering happens is when you see what data structures are operating in you. In happiness, you don't see that, because they get suspended. You feel expanded. You feel there's no problem. Okay? But in pain, in suffering, the data structure is at the foreground. So God enters through the wounds. Okay? So it is through the pain and suffering in life that you awaken. You understand? So you have to awaken, and there's no other way. You have to recognize the false identity that is operating in you, and you have to say, it is not me. It has to be dropped, and that is called enlightenment. Dropping of this false association with the identity, not the identity. You understanding what I'm saying? There is an image. I'm not telling destroy the image. I'm saying see the image for what it is. Don't drop the image. Do you understand the difference? Whenever something happens in your life, you immediately say, why is this happening to me? You have to realize that one who's saying that is the image, who has an image of what life should be. Do you understand? That image has so many concepts, all wrong concept, false concept, don't know where it picked up from. For example, there is a beautiful story. There's a Zen master who goes, every day he goes walking, silent walking. And with his disciples, they all walk. They go to the beach, they watch the sunset, then they close their eyes, sit some time silently, then they walk back. One day, a new disciple joins their group. And he's very enthusiastic. He passes through the crowd and comes very close to the master. Then they all walk, silently walk. He's also silently walking. Then they go and sit at the beach. The master is looking at the sunset. Everybody looks at the sunset. He goes on looking at the sunset. Then he looks at everybody. Then he just says, wow, such a beautiful sunset. The master looks at him. Then he closes his eyes. Then they go back. When he goes back to the monastery, the Zen master tells, don't allow that person to join from tomorrow. He's ruining the sunset. He's saying it's a beautiful sunset. What is the beauty or ugly about it? It's a sunset. There is a concept of beauty that arises, and you take it to be real. So all of you have a concept of beauty. So you look into your own mind. There are so many concepts. There's a concept of beauty. There's a concept of what is right. There's a concept of what is wrong. There's a concept of what is okay, what is not okay. How my life should be, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. Okay? There's so many concepts. That concept is a problem. And that concept is not isolated. It is a pravritti, it's a chain. So when Krishna tells, Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitram yena mudyate, he says nothing purifies more than gnana. Rather, gnana alone purifies. Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitram yena mudyate. So gnana here is the vidyavritti, nivritti. Purification means, again there's a concept of purification. Purification means something nice happening to me. Purification means you are no longer associated with the false. That makes you pure. You understand? Any doubts? Clear? So the abundance is here and now. It is here and now, provided you don't identify with the image. As long as you're identified with the image, how can a data structure be abundant? Abundance is like internet. Data structure is a program. Is a program abundant? No. The internet is abundant because it is not conditioned. The identity is a program. It is conditioned. So now question is, what are you? Are you a program or are you field, which is internet? Are you wave or are you particle? So in the language of quantum physics, wave is like the internet. It's full. It has all everything in it. Program is condition. It is line of code. And it's a chain. Program is a thought chain, please understand. And you cannot think anything out of the thought chain. Now, entire spiritual journey is to realize there is a false identity operating in me, but I am not that. All the problems of whom?
The identity.
For the identity, for the program, not for you. So, who is asking the question about abundance?
The program.
Can the program ever be abundant?
No.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah.
It is impossible. Program can never be abundant because there's already a closing. The loop is closed. What is the end condition is there? What is it? Tejas? Final condition?
Break statement is there.
Break statement over.
Yeah.
Now, how can it ever be abundant? If you are the program, there is no hope for you to become abundant. Please understand. You cannot become abundant. If you are an individual, if you are Gautam, as Gautam, you can never be abundant. You understand? If you have to become abundant, you have to realize, I am not Gautam. I am consciousness. And the nature of consciousness is abundance. And the nature of consciousness is, the question that you asked is, abundance is here, present. Okay? The program is not here. The data structure has data points of future and past. How can it be here? The very premise of the program, you have already written in the program that if this condition is put, behave in this way. There is a if or else condition put. You put if condition in program. What is if condition?
What is if condition meaning? Like in
programming, what is if
understand.
condition?
Oh, if condition. It just guides the code, to
It is
based on
basically
what
making an assumption on the future. If this input is given by the user, do this. Means what? You are already a program preset of the future.
Yeah.
So program is already in your mind because the moment you say my life, you have already a pre-notion of the future. How can you be abundant?
Yeah.
It's part of your program. To become really abundant, you have to go to something which is beyond time and beyond identity, which is your true self, which is consciousness. And you don't have to go, you are that. You have to stop identifying with the false, that's all. Like you get, I told this earlier, right? You get a robot in the house. In a few years, we'll have robot maids, right? The robot maid. Now we have robot, circular robot, which does the sweeping and swabbing. In the future, you'll have robot maids which can make coffee, which can make tea, which can press your leg, right? Which can give you medicine, which can remind you, hey, it's time to take your medicine. It not only reminds you, it comes and gives you the medicine in your hand and gives you water also. Now, everything that the robot is doing, what is a robot? A robot is a program. Everything that the robot is doing, it's a program. It can never be abundant. But now it's like you have a robot and you're telling, whatever the robot is doing, you're telling, it is me. And you're telling, I have to be abundant. First thing you have to do is stop identifying with the robot. Gautam is a robot. As Gautam, you can't be abundant. That is why in ancient days, I mean, even now, in many systems of spirituality, when you go to the master changes your name. So Gautam Narendranath will become Swami Vivekananda. So the changing of the name is to tell that you are no longer Narendranath. Do not be conditioned by the conditions of Narendranath. Okay, you are Vivekananda. your consciousness. Okay? You have to, at this point, there's no other way. The only way is you have to realize what is happening, what is complaining is not me, is a false identity, a thought chain in me. And for that to happen, if there is suffering in your life, it is good. People who don't suffer in the life are not blessed by God. So my guru always tells, I went through a lot of trouble and suffering in life. It's the greatest blessing. Then I understood that suffering is the blessing. Without suffering in life, without seeing the suffering and pain in life, you don't realize what is the problem at all. You go on living in an illusion. It's like intoxication. You're intoxicated, everything is nice. Ah, nice. You don't feel the pain. When the intoxication comes out, then the pain starts. It starts hitting you. Have you seen drunkards? They fight, they hit each other. They don't feel any pain. Tomorrow morning, the pain, you'll start feeling the pain. Okay? So, can I be abundant here and now? Absolutely. Because that is a reality. Now, there is a reality and there is an image. You have to replace the image with reality. You understand? The solution. Now I'm telling you, we have done the root cause analysis. Now the solution. What is, the root cause is clear. What is the root cause of problem? Not mother-in-law. Not the snake. Not the image of the snake. What is the root cause of the problem?
The image you have of yourself.
The image you have of yourself. Now you understand that image is false? To understand that image is false is called enlightenment. That's all. Nothing else is enlightenment. Don't think something great is there in enlightenment. To understand the image is false. So next time when that image comes up again, you see it, you see that, oh, it's a false image. That's all. That is called enlightenment. Okay? Then, because of that light, because of that illumination, that it is false, you become free from it. It doesn't trouble you. That's called mukti. That's called Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti means becoming free from the troublemaker, which is your own false image. What is haunting you is not ghost. You think some ghost is coming and haunting me. There's no ghost. What is haunting you is that it's actually a ghost. You're possessed by a ghost. That ghost is called image, false identity, pravritti, program. That's why it's called ghost, because it's not there, but it still haunts you. You see the absurdity. You can ghosts go through walls? Have you seen in the movies the ghosts will go through walls, right? Then then what is the fear? If it puts your hand on you, it will go through you, you know. It's so absurd to fear something which is going through walls, thinking that it will harm you. How can it harm you? It will go through you. What is harming you is not the ghost. It is the reality you're bringing to the ghost. You are ghost actually. The ego is a ghost. That's what is called ego. It's a ghost, it's not there. But that which is not there creates so much trouble. That's why it's called ghost. Bhoot. Have you heard called bhoot? What is bhoot? Panaji, आपने भूत सुना है?
हाँ गुरुजी.
What is bhoot?
Ghost.
Bhoot means bhutkal. There's bhutkal, bhavishyakal, vartaman kal. Bhoot is past. And what is there in the past is only program. The core programs that as a child you were given. Your body, your girl, you should behave like this, you should not behave like this, you should aspire for this, you should desire for this. See that person is going, doing MA, mathematics. What are you doing? Commerce. Okay, that person is doing engineering IIT. What you're doing in Sadashiv College. Okay, all that past program is called Bhut. What troubles you today is the past program. Okay, that person is so beautiful. That person is going to gym. That person has six pack. All the programs. You're troubled by ghost, no doubt about it. That ghost is called past program. Now, how can you be abundant identifying with that program? Tell me. You drop the identification with the program. No, right now you're abundant. And now also is a concept. Now, your concept of now is to do in relation with past. Is a measure of time that you have. Okay, that person achieved what is that? That person became a billionaire at the age of 21. He started a startup with a $1 billion valuation. What am I doing? Okay, that person got married at the age of 19, has 2 children. I am still 30 years old. I'm not even married. You think like that? So you see that your image is built of false programs. Now please understand, nobody is enforcing this on you. Somebody put it on you. I understand that part. When you were innocent, when you were helpless, when you were pure, somebody put that on you. That part I understand. That I'm not denying. But right now, you are choosing it. Is that acceptable? Right? This moment you are choosing it. You will just drop it. But you don't. Right now you can go beyond time and space and identity. Who's stopping you? What is stopping you? Tell me. The only thing that's stopping you is your program. And there's program about God also. You read somewhere that for enlightenment, somebody has to meditate so much that an anthill has to grow on that person. Then God Brahma has to appear. And then the beard has to grow. Then, but I'm a woman, I can't grow beard, then I can't get enlightened. Okay? So all these concepts are false. You have a concept about yourself. The whole premise is your concept about yourself is false. Then how can you think a concept about God is true? All of you do puja? You do puja? You did now what is that? Krishna Janmashtami? You did puja? Now Ganesha Chaturthi you will do puja. What puja are you doing? A false program is doing puja for something that doesn't understand. One concept is doing puja for another concept. What absurdity. You did puja? Panaj, you did puja? Krishna puja you did?
No, Krishna Puja this time I didn't do because of
ghost, booth.
because of Papa ji.
Right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Prithvi, you did puja? No, you didn't. Safe answer. Anybody did puja? Gautam, you did puja?
I mean, my mom did. I was there.
What puja you'll do? One program in the program there's one program of God line code is there. Some understanding. You don't even know. It's a program concept.
Yeah.
And that you think is real and you do.
Yeah.
And that is why in Ganesha Chaturthi, there's a Ganesha who's done, and that Ganesha is put into the water, Visarjan.
Mm.
Dissolve the false identity which you create with your own hands is the message of Ganesha Chaturthi. This is puja.
Mm.
Puja means, Krishna puja means not doing arti to Krishna. Krishna puja means to understand Bhagavad Gita. Okay? And in the Bhagavad Gita, Vidya Vritti is there. There is a thread to it's like an antivirus to your virus of identity. That is called Krishna puja. Now, without becoming free from an identity, whatever you do is another concept. That is why, what is this? That is why in the Kannada, Purandaradasa tells, people who know Kannada understand this, Guruvina Gulamanaguva Tanaka Dorayadanna Mukti. Until you become the servant of a guru, you will not get mukti. That's what the enlightened poet says. That means until you come to the master who will point out to you your absurdity, you will go on living in a programmed world. And who is choosing it? You are choosing it. If you are abundant, it is your choice. If you are impoverished, it is your choice. You continue to hold that identity. Nobody is stopping you now. Right now, you can drop it. And the other value of Guru is you can ask, counter with a question. You can say, no, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. Clarify it. Until the point you get it. Okay? When you do puja, okay, your program is getting reinforced. Please understand. Your own concepts you're playing, recycling. Nothing is happening there. Of course, if you somebody with a genuine heart prays to the divine in total surrender, that same divine appears as the guru ultimately. Any doubts? Prasadji, is it clear?
That's correct.
Is the thread correct? Any, all the engineers, any flaw in the logic? All statements are logical? Ravi, is the logic clear? Youngest engineer, Tejas.
Yes, Guruji.
You are the closest to the subject now. Everybody is all the experienced people. They're not, they've forgotten. They studied long time ago. You are studying, you are in the fire right now.
Yeah, it's correct. Guruji, but I had a doubt. You know, I feel like sometimes we all have like duties, right? That and sometimes we think this image of us has to fulfill those duties, and like that's why I feel like we keep coming back to the image itself. Like we keep thinking that image of ourselves is us, because the duty has to be fulfilled.
So forget about duty, Tejas. You tell me who is we. You told we. Who is this we? How many people are there in this we?
Okay, let's forget me, like Tejas.
Who is Tejas? Who is me? Is Tejas real? I just told you Tejas is image.
You know, even if I genuinely believe that,
No,
what
don't
about
believe.
like
Don't have to believe. Believe is something that you don't know, no? You don't have to believe it. You tell me,
Accept.
are you Tejas? Confidently, you tell me you're Tejas first.
am I though?
I'll 100% answer your question. Okay?
Mm.
Tell me you are Tejas. Tell me who is asking the question. Tejas is asking the question.
Yeah,
Are you Tejas?
no, I am consciousness.
Then how does it matter? What is duty for consciousness?
But like, you know, think of it like this, you know, Tejas has to take care of his parents. You know, it also falls under dharma, right? Like, you need to take care of your parents. I can't just tell, like, you know, it's programmed into my head that like I have to take care of my parents.
You're the younger one. First of all, that responsibility is elder
Yeah,
sons.
yeah. Gautam will do the heavy lifting, I'm sure of that.
So
But,
this is what I'm trying to say. You have what is dharma, what is abundance, what is adharma, what is duty. All that is still a concept. They'll remain a concept until you have, and the concept I'm not saying is bad. Concept is transactional. Okay. First, you realize your true nature and drop the false. When I say drop the false, Drop identifying with the false. And that way you become free from the future notions. Then what comes into your life at that moment, in that spontaneity of life, in that spontaneous flow of life. And please understand, when you're asking the question about duty, there is also a concept that I am the doer, that I can do something as duty. You are not a doer. There is no individual doer. That is also another concept. Do you understand? Let's say in this case of your parents, you're telling, I have to take care of my parents. What is taking care of the parents? Something happens to your parents. Can you do something?
I mean, they might need like certain resources.
You can do something. But
Yeah.
can you really do something? Who has to do? Doctor has to do, right?
Huh?
Are you qualified to do something?
No.
You're not qualified. Right? And you don't know what situation your body mind will be in. So what I'm trying to say is, there is an assumption in the pravritti thought chain that I am the doer and I have to do something. Please understand, that is also false image. The totality is the doer. Okay, there's a flow, there's a karmic flow, and there's a divine flow. Moment to moment, something happens. There's no individual doer. That individual doer is another image in your head. For example, let's say, again, we'll go back to the original example. Mother-in-law. Okay, mother-in-law, you got into a fight with mother-in-law. Mother-in-law hit you, you hit back. Okay, which you are not supposed to do, but you did it. Now, who hit?
The self.
The identity, the false identity reacted. Okay, and the false identity, there's something happened in that moment. There is some karmic force at play, and some action happened, and that identity takes on that responsibility that I did it, I hit it. And another new program is added called guilt, regret, constant worry about that. I should not have done 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 that. So first, now another lesson is this: identity is not the doer. You are not the doer. If you are not the doer, what can you do?
So like, it will happen.
The question, what did you say?
It will happen.
Now you're speaking words of wisdom. It will happen. Whatever is meant to be will happen. If I am supposed to serve, I will serve. Whatever is meant to be will happen. I am instrument. You understand?
Yes, Guruji. Yes.
Any doubt? And as you become more and free from the program, right? That is one part to it. One part is becoming free from the program. The second part is, the more you become free from the program, the more consciousness starts operating through the body, mind, intellect. It's like, think of the body, mind as a car. And car is one driver seat. Either ego can drive it, which is program, or God can drive it. God is reality. Either image can drive it or reality can drive it. As long as image is driving it, it is trouble. There are accidents. Okay? The moment you understand, okay, image is false, then reality takes over. Reality is consciousness. And that consciousness responds to situations, events, happenings with deep love, compassion, and wisdom. That is called enlightened action. So, for example, Krishna is in the chariot. He's driving the chariot, and he gives the clarity to Arjuna on what is dharma and what should be done, what should not be done. Okay, that there is a vision of the reality. That vision of the reality opens up in you. Okay? From that vision of the reality, there is an operation. But that vision of the reality and that operation is not claimed by any doer. When Krishna gives Arjuna Bhagavad Gita and tells him to do this, he is practically the cause of killing of 20 million people. But he doesn't take any ownership. He'll tell, I'm not the doer. I didn't do anything. Total non-doership opens up, but actions happen. Do you understand? Tejas, is it clear?
Yes, Guruji.
What is clear? Repeat. What did you understand?
As I said before also, what you were trying to tell, what I understood is, it's like if you work on like the present in like understanding you are not identifying with this image, when like a situation comes where you will have to fulfill the duty, it will happen on its own, and it will happen with like even maybe a higher level of quality, because it's not the image trying to do it. It's
Exactly. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the image, you will ruin it.
Mhm.
Okay. That's what happens to Arjuna. He has an image. He is a Kshatriya. He has a duty. He knows his duty is war, but he can't perform the duty. Okay. Then Krishna addresses his false identity. He tells Arjuna, you are not the doer. I am the doer. Okay. You are not the doer. You are only instrument. Nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. He says, you are instrument. You are the divine instrument. These people are already killed. Okay. It will happen through you. Don't think you are the doer. Any doubts? Prithvi, is it clear? Abundance is clear? Now another part. So this is about this is enlightenment. This is Gnana, Atma Gnana. Okay, because I don't want to talk about abundance without Atma Gnana. First is always Atma Gnana. Clear? Atma Gnana is clear. What I am, what I am not. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not thought, I am not identity, false identity. I am not the image. The one who's getting affected is the image. One who suffers is the image. One who complains is the image. One who cribs is the image. One who fears is the image. You understand? I am consciousness. I am the witness, pure witness. First thing. Second thing is, now abundance is not an image. Abundance is reality. Now what it is, you can't understand. Because to understand it, the only instrument you have is intellect. So it's like this. With my hand, I'm trying to catch space. Can I catch? With my hand, I want to hold the ocean. Can I hold? I can't. So with my intellect, I want to catch abundance. I can't. So abundance is all possibility now. What is abundance? Any possibility unconditionally, without conditions. Karma is a condition. Thought is a condition. Identity is a condition. Desire is a condition. Okay? Unconditionally, anything is possible right now. Is it acceptable? Okay, but the program doesn't allow. How it's possible? How can it happen? How can I become billionaire right now? How can it happen? So many people did. How can I get enlightened right now? Just because this fellow tells I can't become enlightened so easily, I have to put some blood, sweat, and tear. Okay? Your programs won't allow. So here and now, there is all possibility. That is called abundance. Now, where do you fall in the equation is you can tune to it or you can tune out of it. You tune to it based on your frequency. So when I say frequency, I'll illustrate it like this. Frequency is your thought pattern. Think of your thought pattern as waves. They create certain waves and feeling. Okay. Now with that frequency, you tune to something. That frequency is what is happening in you. And the frequency is of order. There's a hierarchy. The lowest frequency is called fear. What is the lowest frequency? Fear. So somebody the frequency is fear, and there's a message you're sending to the field. What is the message in fear that you send to the field?
I want to be scared. Is it that?
I'm scared. I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
I'm scared.
Oh, what if this happens?
Yeah.
What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? That's fear, right? What if this happens? What if that happens? That is a fear. That is a thought. Now think of this thought as email. You sent an email in your frequency to the internet. Internet is the existence, totality, which is full of possibility. When the admin, universal admin opens up your email from Gautam, the email subject line is there. Subject line. What is the subject line?
I'm scared.
I am scared.
Whatever that.
With exclamation
Yeah.
marks and with the emoji of that fear emoji. Okay, I am afraid. What will the reply come from the universe? Okay, I will stay away from you.
Oh.
I don't want to create more fear in you.
Mm.
Okay, you're telling I'm afraid, and in fear is the lowest frequency and highest duality. You understand? It is inversely proportional. More the fear, it's directly proportional. More the fear, more the duality. Because fear is duality, that something other is there, something can harm me. That is fear. You understand? The more the fear, that means there's strong duality in you. You understand? More somebody is praying. What is behind that prayer? Fear. Hope, huh? Fear. Okay? In the prayer, what is hidden is I'm afraid. The duality is more. And then you wonder why my prayers are not answered. You understand? Now next level frequency. Next level frequency is, so this is called Mooladhara chakra. So there are 6 chakras. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agna, Sahasrara. 7 centers of frequency. The lowest center is Mooladhara. This is fear. Now people live there. People live in that center. Their entire life is fear. Okay? Is there abundance in life? There's abundance of fear. Okay? There is abundance on what you're asking. What frequency you have, in that you will be abundant. You are in fear frequency, your life will be abundant of scenarios to give you fear. You will get fear from dog, you will get fear from boss, mother, everything will scare you. Future, past, everything will scare you. You're abundant. Because Lord is abundant. He'll bless you. And whenever Lord blesses, please understand, He's abundant. If your frequency is fear, you are blessed abundantly with fear. Now next is desire. What is the frequency? So there's desire. What is the email you sent? Prithvi?
I want something.
The statement is I want something something dash dash dash. पन्ना जी सुन रहे हैं आप? ये सब यूनिवर्सल सीक्रेट्स है, कोई भी नहीं बताता. सब कुछ पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. ओके, ये सब यूनिवर्सल सीक्रेट्स है, राइट? Soumya, you're listening. You're following the universal secrets. You have desire. What is desire? Is there duality in desire?
Yeah.
What I am, what I want. There's a split. There's an identity that wants something, because consciousness doesn't want anything. What wants is identity. What desire anybody has? Give me an example of a desire.
Wealth.
Money. Okay.
Yeah.
I want wealth. What identity has that desire?
Poor person.
What will the rich person's statement be?
Maybe I have enough. I have money.
I'll create. I'll give.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a giving consciousness. Okay. Enlightened person is giving consciousness. Unenlightened person is beggar consciousness. I want enlightenment. I want money. I want this. I want that. It's a impoverished consciousness. And nobody is telling you to do this. You are only choosing. So now you'll say, I want. You'll write the message, I want. Then universe will open. Universal admin will open the email. What is the first thing that they see?
Want.
I want, right? What is the first statement that they see? I want something. I want. Then you send immediately. Just while they're opening the email, one more email has come from you. Okay, first you say, I want $1 million. Then immediately say, I want to get married. Then another email has come, no, cancel, I want to retire. Cancel marriage, I want to retire. Then cancel retirement, I want enlightenment. Then cancel enlightenment, you saw some reel, I want to go to this place. Then cancel that. So which want the universal admin should respond to? You're confusing. First thing is you're confusing. You do that? You understand what I'm saying? Everybody? Nothing wrong. But you're only contradicting. You go on writing too many emails, so then I'll think, universal admin thinks, okay, one thing is common in all the emails. What is that? What is that?
Want.
I want.
Want.
I want is common. So the universe tells, take I want in abundance. That means perpetual be wanting only. You will be in a state of wanting all the time. Why? Because you only asked for it. Instead, let's say you send the email to the universal admin. Thank you for giving me this. Immediately followed by another email. Thank you for giving me that. Immediately followed by another email. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for blessing me with this. Thank you for the abundance you have given me. Thank you for this. Then, what will the blessing be? What is the common in all of them?
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness. So universe will bless you with more scenarios to be grateful for. Your life gets flooded with situations that will make you more and more grateful. If you go on saying I want, your life will get flooded with triggers which will make you write the same email I want. You understand? So this is the secret of abundance. You really want to be abundant in life. You really want universal blessing, wealth, or whatever you want. Whatever you have, start being grateful for that. Forget universal admin. You yourself, some people who have children, right? Pannaji, you have child, right? Your child comes and goes on complaining. You didn't do this right. I asked for this, you gave me this. I asked you to make pancake, you gave me upma. I asked for dosa, you were making something else, idli, right? I ask for a burger, you're getting me roti. Goes on complaining. What will you feel? Arey, I'm doing so much and this person is not even one thank you. Okay, you don't have to thank you also. At least don't crib so much. Will you feel like doing anything for the person? And especially, let's say you do for the person more and more because you are obligated, your child and all that. The more they complain, do you feel like you'll be like when they'll get out of the house? Now you tell me, as a universal child, what prayers are you putting in the universe? What message you are giving in your frequency? Is it gratitude? How much gratitude and how much complaints? खाता कितना किसका ज़्यादा है? Asset and liability. Complaint is more or gratitude is more? So Osho used to tell many of his disciples, simple practices. Simple practices, next tomorrow, one day, from morning till night, don't complain. No matter what happens in life, in your day, okay? Doesn't matter. Don't complain. In fact, be grateful for everything. Somebody abuses you, don't tell the person. Internally, feel grateful that you experience a new experience, right? It's a new, nice experience. Everything is a new experience in life. So be grateful for all new experiences. It rains, be grateful for the rain. Whatever happens in your life, only one day. He tells only one day. If you're able to do it totally, you'll get enlightened. Only 24, not even 24 hours. Your waking hours is 14 hours, 16 hours. Only your waking hours, from the moment you wake up till the moment you sleep. No matter what trigger you get from anybody, you be grateful. And your life will transform. Okay? So that is the second frequency, which is desire. Next frequency is upper Manipura, which is action. I have to do, doing. I am the doer. I am the doer. Okay? So what is the email that you will send? Universal Admin? So I did this so much work. Where is my reward? I have been doing puja for you for 20 years. Still you are giving me all of this trouble? Okay. I have not done anything bad to anybody. Why are bad things happening to me? What does it start with? I did, I am doing, I will do. Okay. What is the response that will come? Okay, you're doing, right? You only take care. You keep doing. do more. You understand? So now, first it was complain versus gratitude. Here it is ownership versus surrender. I am not the doer. Lord is the doer. Everything is happening. I don't do anything in life. Everything is happening in life. And it is happening, it is Lord's will. If it is Lord's will for me to do something, I will do it. If it is Lord's will that I should not do something, I will not do it. If it is Lord's will for something to happen, irrespective of me doing it, it will happen. So the proverb is, the flower, the plant that God prefers, will bloom in spite of the rain. Okay? Then there's another doha. Ajgar kare na chakri, panchi kare na kaam, das maluka keh gaye, sabke data Ram. Okay? The python doesn't do anything. It doesn't go in search of food. The food comes to the python's mouth. Panchi kare na kaam. The birds don't do any work. EMI, they don't have EMIs. They don't have mortgage. They don't have timesheets. They don't have log in, log off, overtime. But their life is taken care of. So Lord takes care of every creature. I am no exception. You understand? And whatever I do, that's why Krishna tells in the Gita, karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You do what you can do. The result will be Ishvara Prapti. You have no control on the result. Something has to happen, will happen in spite of you. And that is called grace. So there is effort versus grace in this frequency. You can either be in effort or you can allow grace to flow in your life. Grace is, I will do what is possible, Lord will make the impossible happen. I will do what is possible, Lord will make the impossible happen. Is it clear? Any doubts? So these things, gratitude, surrender to grace, unclutching from fear by unclutching the identity, opens up abundance in your life. And the next center is emotional center. Emotional center is disturbance. Various emotional disturbances, hate, jealousy, right? Mostly jealousy, comparison. That has to be replaced with love. You have to start seeing the same divinity in all. Then an overflowing love is there. There is an understanding that people are troubled. And then the compassion flows. Otherwise, there is resentment, there is grudge, there is hate, there is jealousy. Okay, why that person got, I didn't get. Okay, I'm better than that person. All that is because of your, whatever is there in the universe. Fundamental principle, please understand, whatever is there in the universe is perfect. And it's because of karmic order. What something happens to somebody is because of their destiny. You can't stop it, you can't prevent it, you can't interfere in it. What you are destined for, nobody can interfere. If whatever you are destined for will come to you. If you are destined for wealth, it will come to you. But don't look at somebody else's destiny and say, why I don't have it. Then you are creating another destiny. You understand? That is the emotional center. That is a wrong frequency. That is corrected with understanding of life, compassion and love. Then the higher frequencies, these are the higher frequencies. The Agna, Vishuddhi, Agna, Sahasrara. This is the frequency of Gnana and clarity and peace. So peace is the highest frequency. Fear is the lowest frequency. So if you want to experience abundance in life, which frequency you should be in?
Peace.
Peace. The more you are peaceful, the more abundance flows in your life. So simple secret, be peaceful. Be relaxed. Just be relaxed. Everything will flow towards you. The more you make noise, everybody will start going far away from you. Why? Because everybody is seeking peace and you are creating noise. You understand? And when you are peace, everything will come to you, flow towards you. So secret is be peaceful, be joyful, and be grateful. Then abundance is here and now. And the program cannot be peaceful, cannot be joyful, cannot be grateful. The false identity, Tejas or Gautam, can never be that. Because for the Gautam to be peaceful, condition are there, condition apply. Program doesn't allow. The program is written only if this much money is there in the account, can you be peaceful? And that only for one day until you see somebody else's bank account. The moment you see somebody else's bank account, trigger anxiety again. That is a program, can't do anything. Now, how with the program will you be peaceful, joyful, and grateful? It is a breaking free from the program. And that breaking free from the program is spirituality. People have made spirituality in all sorts of nonsense. This deep work is called spirituality, spiritual journey. Just break free from program. Be peaceful, joyful, grateful. Then nothing you need in life. Okay? Enough for today. Any questions? Everything that is required for you will come to you. Be peaceful, joyful, grateful, and focus on gnana. Focus on becoming free from the identity. That's all. There's nothing more in life. There's nothing more, no more can be taught. This is all there is. This is both bhukti and mukti, for outer life and liberation. Any doubt? Prasadji, Kelskondra, were you able to follow the
Yes, correct.
frequencies? Yeah. So you all of you see yourself what frequency you're operating in, what messages you're sending. Understand it. Don't have to feel bad about it. Just say, okay, that is part of the program. Now I'll change the program, change the frequency. पन्ना जी समझ में आ गया? Any doubt?
नहीं.
सब frequency समझ में आ गया? Frequency, image. So snake and the rope, the whole teaching of Vedanta is there is a rope, that's all. The rope is real, there's a reality. The snake is image. And that you're getting afraid by the image because there's another image called you. Neither the image called you is real, neither the snake image is real. Only Brahman is real. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. In Jagat Mithya, you also included. What you think also you is included. The character called you also is included in Jagat Mithya. In Brahma Satya is you are Brahman. Consciousness. Tejas, is it clear?
Yes, Guruji.
Prithvi, any doubts? And when you break free from your own shackles, your own programs, then miracles happen in your life. Then abundance flows into your life in ways that you can't even imagine. Your life takes turns that there is no way you can comprehend it. Because when the Lord, so it's like this, there is a, that program, the data point, data structures are like they blockers. There's a small release in one of them. Then there's a flood. The light floods. And that flood is called grace. Your life takes turns that you can't even imagine. What will happen in your life also can't be told. That's not for anybody to tell. It's a grace takes over. Whatever is required, it's like blossoming of the flower. You can't even tell when the it's at a bud level, right? You can't even tell what it looks like, what it is, what fragrance it will have. You don't know only. But the moment it blossoms, it is much more than what can be anticipated about it. The fragrance and the beauty and the glory. So that is what awakening is. That is what blossoming is in life. So life can take any turns. So if you live long enough, also you understand this. If you live long enough, you will see people many years ago, few decades ago, where you thought you would not, when you had no hope on them. Their life takes different terms and they become something else. So you don't know. That's what if you see all these many of these celebrities, no, actors especially, they give interviews. They all keep telling a story. When I was a set boy or a camera boy or a light boy, that person insulted me, he slapped me, he hit me, he abused me. Today I am a big star. That person has no way of knowing that you will become that, no, in the future. Similarly, you yourself don't know what you will be in the future. Rather, you know. If you're living in programs, you certainly know you will exactly be like this in the future also. That is called predictable life, because it's a program. If you're stuck to your program, your life is predictable. Tomorrow is not going to be any different. Whatever is today, tomorrow also you'll crib. You don't need any astrological or any smart powers. I'll only predict your future. You tell me your present state of mind, I'll tell you your future. You tell me your current program, because it's program, it's linear. What is now will be tomorrow. So that's a linear life, programmed life, predictable life. And the predictable life will continue for lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes until Guru comes in your life. When Guru comes in your life, that predictable life will become unpredictable. The chain is broken now. Now what will happen, even Guru can't control. What will happen, you don't know. Your life will blossom in ways that nobody can imagine. And it will be beautiful. So like Angulimala, that's the story of Angulimala and Buddha. Angulimala is a terrorist. He kills people. It's a linear life. It's very programmed. You do some bad karma, you will suffer. That's all. It's a linear. No, you don't need astrology or any special power to predict what Angulimala's future is going to be. You can tell, right? Okay, this person has killed so many people. He'll either be put into jail, or he'll be given death sentence, or he'll go to hell. He'll suffer. What special intelligence you need to tell that? But out of the syllabus question will come. So Tejas, you have out of syllabus questions in your exams?
In every course.
In every exam.
Yeah.
So Guru comes out of syllabus. Guru is something that you didn't prepare for. He comes out of syllabus. And when out of syllabus comes, Angulimala becomes enlightened. Now nobody on the planet can predict that, even astrology. Even astrological charts get overridden. Your astrology will tell you're gone. Nothing, you're this hopeless situation. When Guru comes in your life, that's why it's told, what Brahma writes with his right hand, the Guru erases with his left feet. So whatever your destiny is linear. Okay, because you did this bad karma, you have to get this. There's no escaping that. Okay? But Guru comes out of syllabus. He's like a wild card entry. Wild card entry. You don't know. And when the Guru comes, gone. Your life takes when I say life, your energies. So it happens at multiple levels. Okay? Half of the things I can't explain. Even if I explain, you won't understand. So your energies shift. First thing is your energies shift. It's called Shaktipat. You're in the neural pathways, many new neural connection happens. That's the biochemistry. Your biochemistry changes. New neural pathways open. Otherwise, you're in the same neural pathway. That's why you end up going to the same place, having the same fights, eating the same food, okay, feeling the same way, same thought pattern, same words come out of your mouth, same relationships. Until there's a new neural pathway. That's called Guru. The Guru changes neural pathway. Now you start doing something very different. Then not only you recognize it, everybody else also starts saying, hey boy, what happened to this person? Still yesterday you were so fine. Okay, so it was a big shocker for my father, okay. My father, before I met my Guru, So I was in a rock band. I had a piercing. I had black mascara. I had death metal T-shirts. Then I knew 5,000 songs. Okay, and I used to keep growling in the house. Then fashion and all that. Then suddenly, then I met my master. Within 1 week, then there's a family function. I wore a dhoti and I went. I cut my hair and I went to dhoti and I went. Then everybody's suddenly what happened? New neural pathway opened up. Okay, a pathway that is not predictable. Okay, now I went back to same. Now if I go to function, I don't wear dhoti. I'll again wear metal T-shirt, but different scenario. The pathway is different. You understand? Then my father came to my guru and told, I just wanted to see from this person's mouth all these heavy metal songs were coming. Suddenly Bhagavad Gita is coming. What is this sudden shift in? It's impossible overnight. I understand if he went somewhere, it took many years of study. Overnight, not that he's talking, he's starting to teach. Okay, and in my house, people used to come. So my mother went in. My mother is my marketing team. She went and told all the ladies of the layout. Then suddenly my father comes home. So many women are sitting, and he thought, okay, somebody they're doing bhajans. Then I am sitting on the chair and teaching. Okay, and I'm 21 years old. And there's a sudden shift. What has happened? So that is called new neural pathway. It's called grace. You can't, when the grace flows, that's why Krishna tells, what is the shloka? In the Dhyana shloka. I'm not able to recollect it. The shloka tells that when Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madam. Okay? Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda. When the grace comes, when Paramatma's Kripa comes, the one who doesn't have leg will climb the mountain. Mukam Karoti Vacham. Yes. The one who doesn't have mouth will start speaking. Mukam Karoti Vacha. Have you heard this? God Tejas? So Jesus Christ, right? Jesus Christ, there's a blind man. He touches the blind man, a blind man can see. Okay, so many of these are not physical. So one who can't speak will speak. That doesn't mean the person who can't speak will speak. You are the person who is mute. You are the mute person. You don't speak one word of love, compassion and wisdom. You only speak complaining. You only complain. But when grace comes, words of gratitude, peace, love, Hari Namasparana will come from your mouth. That is called Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madam. So I am the live example. Okay, not one day one shloka came out of my mouth, then suddenly the entire Bhagavad Gita is coming out of my mouth. There is a new neural pathway and it doesn't take time. There's no time and space. For grace, there's no time and space. Time and space in the predictable realm. Grace operates in beyond time and space. There is no effort, no time, no space. It is instant. That's what happens in the case of Sudama. Sudama goes to Krishna. When he goes back home, instantly there is wealth. Otherwise, to earn that wealth, you have time, space, effort, mutual funds, crypto, then stock market, loss, profit, liability, asset, nothing. Lord bypasses. Lord has no patience. Lord is very impatient. Lord has zero patience, okay, for his bhaktas, for his devotees or gnanis. He has zero patience. For him, he doesn't understand. Oh, I have to make him wait. There's some karma he has to fulfill. Nothing of that sort. All that is nonsense for Lord. If you come under the radar of the Lord, that moment you are given everything. Okay, and it's not easy to understand because it's unpredictable realm. It's called quantum realm. It's called Ishvara. But the beauty is that is reality. This predictable realm is false. You think predictable realm is reality, karma is reality, and grace is mystery, magic. No. Grace is reality, karma is false. Ulta it is. Kavin, you understand? पन्ना जी समझ में आ गया? So भगवान की कृपा will transcend all conditions. All conditions. No condition can be put. A chai wala can become prime minister. And the whole world will bow down to him. Because grace. You cannot learn that from any university. Which university will prepare you for that? Tell me. Where, okay, somebody will prepare you for becoming the role. But the whole world to accept you and celebrate you. Can you do that? That is glory of the Lord. Any doubt? Enough for today? Okay, so may Sadguru bless all of you. The Guru's grace is always with all of you, and identify whatever false pattern is throwing up. If there is disturbance, please understand, it is very, very good. Mental disturbance is extremely blessing. It shows you what is the data structure. And the moment you start disturbing, right, you observe the words that are coming in your mouth, from your head, what you tell to people, what you cry to people. That words are the key. That words are what you have to override. With, when I say override, just recognize it's an image, it's not me. And you just simply offer it to the divine. Become free. That moment, solutions will appear in your life. And it's not one time. Okay, I'm not telling that one instance I gave is one example of what happened to me. That has happened million times. Another thing about miracles is, in your program, you are programmed to only expect a jackpot once in a lifetime. In grace, every moment is a miracle. Miracles keep happening. That becomes a normal. That becomes a norm. Do you understand this? Otherwise, you think, oh, something happens once in a lifetime. Jackpot. No. In the quantum realm, in abundance, it is miracle after miracle after miracle. It keeps, so if you go meet Mata Amritandamayi, you will see that every moment is a miracle there. Miracle after miracle. She goes on expanding. It's like it's like a challenge. The Gnani challenges your concepts. Oh, you have a concept, no, that miracles can't happen. This is impossible. The whole point of a Gnani's presence is to break that. I'll make it happen. If you say something impossible, yes, it's a challenge for Gnani. Why it's impossible? I'll make it happen. So Amma will make it happen. Somebody says, oh, this is doctors have given up hope on me. I have 4th stage cancer. I'm going to die in 3 months. No, changed. Pathway changed. Karma changed. Okay. So if you read all the chronicles of the people who have met Mata Amritayami, you will see infinite miracles available to your sense organs. And I have seen it in my own life. Forget about somebody else I'm pointing. In my own life, miracles after miracles after miracles. Okay. Shall we close for the day? Enough grace for today. Okay, we'll close. Let us sit silently for some time. Just simply relax. Don't have to do anything. No practice, no thought, no intellectualization. Simply relax, like sleeping. Just relax. Tilt your head slightly up as if you're looking at the sky, slightly gently. Visualize the night sky. Visualize planets, galaxies, light, stars, the infinite galaxy, universe, solar systems, outer space. Visualize the outer space. Gently, with a genuine deep understanding, fold your hands, join your hands, bow down to the totality in gratitude for everything. Use words of gratitude. Now hold your palms out towards the universe. Bless the whole universe. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My pranams to all. Hari Om.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Guruji.